Kuro's done with their listening, at least when it comes to leaks. The official Wuthering Waves developer Twitter just posted some very spicy news regarding the actions they're taking and have already started taking against the unauthorized distribution of their content. They're not playing games. Things like more rigid and formal warnings, collaboration with content sharing platforms to remove material, and perhaps...
So here's the thing. I am very against leaks that can happen via non-consent. Not saying that you need consent to see leaks, but if I see leaks just because it was put on my algorithm, I'm going to be pissed off. I don't think leaks should be allowed on YouTube or any type of website that has a SEO algorithm, which is search engine optimization algorithm, which means that if you like Wuthering Waves, then leaks will be pushed to your algorithm, whether you do or don't want that to happen. It's incredibly irritating. I do genuinely and generally enjoy waiting to see the company push them out of their own accord, because usually it just looks better. I mean, God forbid I see another streamer or content creator post some fucking shit on their notepad and me getting an entire character spoiled for me because they want a couple extra dollars on the old YouTube. It's fucking cringe as shit. Rest in peace, Majestic. Shit blows balls. And obviously it's a gold mine. If you post leaks on your YouTube or your Twitter, you're going to get tens of thousands of likes, tens of thousands of views, because it's low effort content for big bucks. It's the same thing with covering Genshin Impact on your main channel. You say Genshin in your title, you're going to get 1.5x views. That's just the fucking truth. But it's low effort. It's fucking lame. It's cringe. And I'm tired of having shit ruined for me because these lazy fuck content creators don't know how to get views up themselves. They just post leaks.
Perhaps most extensive of all, ongoing legal proceedings in the court of law. Considering the previous community post earlier in September directly warning the player base about leaks, it's safe to say that many saw this nuclear follow-up coming. Some could say that Kuro is going a bit too far with these actions. There are many across the community that believe that leaks drive an incredible amount of marketing and exposure through republished content and word of mouth.
How long until I get to bust into her mouth? Well, is she out yet? How much longer are we waiting for this bitch, man? Bro, that being said, I did see the leak of Camilla. Holy fuck, her voice lines are insane. 3 weeks? Jesus, bro, I can't wait.
They're not wrong.
Genuinely can't wait.
A highly anticipated character's kit drives a ton of views and engagement.
Oh, yeah.
But content like this isn't a win-win situation for the developers. There's a lot of reasons for why leaks can be so detrimental to the development and release of a new version. It could be major spoilers of massive story developments, overexposure of work that's still in the middle of development, or the disruption of typical content when new versions release. There are many downstream implications for big leaks that heavily damage the perception of the final product that these devs are trying to release. If the pros for leaks really outweighed the cons, why would the developers make a statement like this? Why would they make it twice? Why would the developers do this when they have all the insight and data when it comes to their engagement, marketing, and performance? Today we'll be taking the time to dissect this absolutely gigantic statement to break down what prompted such an aggressive stance towards leaks by Kuro Games. When there's hype or
it also sucks even more because if you're a content creator, even on Twitch, and you're not covering the leaks, that negatively affects your entire channel because every other content creator will. And so it's kind of just like, do as everyone else is doing or you're fucked. And it blows. It really fucking blows. I wish we could all be surprised and excited for the live stream as they come out. But instead, a lot of that is stifled because, you know, these people are just leaking this shit mad early because they want a couple extra fucking dollars.
Engagement made from previews of leaked materials, that isn't free. That just means that the actual release, backed by expensive productions like live streams and version trailers, has less hype and engagement than it normally would. And that is bad.
30% of your chat is just nerds talking about leaks. Hey, Sarah, you know as well as I know, I have done nothing to push for anybody looking at leaks or discussing metagame or why a character must be pulled. You know for a fact I am not the one who has incited that in my chat whatsoever. Okay, bro, I barely even play these fucking games. I play these games for casual enjoyment and casual enjoyment only. So I don't know where they're coming from, but it's pretty much the gacha community that's been fostered on Twitch. My blood is not on that battlefield. That is not by me at all.
For developers. As always, if you're enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button.
I play the games the way they were meant to be played, which is casually. Okay, I'm not these fucking gooners who play this shit like it's their fucking life.
Kuro's tense relationship with leakers started all the way back to the launch of the game. The game's second version,
Was it calling you? Yeah, I didn't think you were either.
1.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think you were either. I just wanted to address that.
1 had its pre-release tainted by leaks across every type of avenue imaginable. Extremely early character leaks, intricately describing the kits and numbers of Jinxi and Chong-Li, who undoubtedly experienced multiple rounds of balancing changes, a complete exposure of story cutscenes, pivotal plot development, and even unfinished assets. And of course, at the center of it all, the algorithms of YouTube and Twitter blasting this content as far and wide as possible. Because it's new, it's exciting, it gets views, and most importantly, ad revenue for these platforms. What this meant was that the developers, the people who had been spending months carefully crafting this content based off user research, meticulous design processes, and numbers balancing, weren't able to deliver the first impression that they wanted to. Not in their first version update, nor for any future one after that.
The only issue is, I think leak content would be a lot less sought after, because I feel like people aren't looking up leaks because they're really excited for the new characters. There are some. There obviously are some people who do look up because of how excited they are for the new characters. I think they'd be fine with waiting. But I think the big issues with leaks is due to the fact that the companies won't let us know what we need to pre-farm for these characters. It kind of fucks a lot of free-to-play players if they don't know what they need to get before the character comes out. And I feel like if they were just to release a roadmap, and when they were to announce the characters, they say, oh, you're going to need to farm this, this, and this on them, and this is what the abilities do, so we'll know what relics to farm for them. It would leave a lot of players not so desperately looking for what they need to pre-farm, so they don't get tempted to lose a lot of their money.
It should be clear why this is a bad thing. These developers, with these betas, are looking for feedback on their work to see what can be improved, what needs to be toned back, and how they can make the overall experience better. They could be experimenting with new mechanics to see how they feel in gameplay. They might be showing off unfinished assets or incomplete descriptions, or even things that might not make it into the final cut. The fact of the matter is that leakers revealing all of this info so early on in development can easily create warped expectations for the final product that the developers never intended in the first place. If all of their work in progress is getting exposed, that could mean Kuro now feels the need for more polish across their betas. Rather than a rough draft of the update, they're instead pressured to bring something much closer to the final product to their test servers, severely
because they don't want people to say, man, look at how fucking garbage this is, and Doom posts their company 7 weeks in advance. Yeah, I get that.
Limiting the potential for experimentation across kits. They can't test a new feature that might be risky or negatively received because they'll be immediately exposed to the public and draw outrage or criticism, even though improving on that is the point of these betas. You see it all the time across other gacha titles, especially in games like Honkai Star Rail, with releases like Zhao Kui or Rappa having some of the worst public perceptions across the player base prior to their release.
And Rappa's fucking broken.
Despite having some of the highest power levels in game. That's because of the bastardized first impression that their early beta kits made on the player base. And
yeah, dude, I was told that Zhao Kui from version 1.0 was going to be an AoE defense breaker healer. And I was like, oh, dude, for my dot team. And now it's only for Acheron, so I'm so fucking depressed.
all of that was because of leaks. It's clear from these prior examples that leaks shouldn't be the deciding factor when it comes to pulling or saving for a character. Drip marketing is there for a reason, and leakers are so bad at theory crafting and numbers are changing so much that you can't accurately gauge power levels either. Wuthering Waves and Kuro games, however, are impacted far more than Honkai Star Rail when it comes to their character leaks. That's because, from a simple gameplay and animation perspective, there's a lot more that goes into Wuwa's release.
Absolutely.
Every character in Wuthering Waves has a massive amount of unique animations. You can
Yeah, Honkai Star Rail is walk, use your talent, engage combat, auto attack, skill, ultimate. Wuthering Waves is walk, run, jump, fly, climb, grapple, attack, attack 1, attack 2, attack 3, attack 4, attack 5, heavy attack, plunge attack, heavy attack, every combo, their skill, their echo, their ult, the effect that their ult might cause. It's just intro, outro. It's just so much.
You can see them across every individual
Forte.
attack. Recovery animations,
Which obviously it's a turn-based, absolutely. But Obviously, no shit, dumbass. Like, we all know that, but I'm explaining how much different it truly is. It's very hard to change a character in 47 ways than change a character in maybe 6 ways.
Following those attacks, and of course, every ability in their kit, with some characters even having 2 animations built into one ability based off their Forte circuit, or active updates to their model across gameplay. There's a reason why Kuro, in their message to leakers, emphasizes the incredible amount of time that goes into their character development. There's a huge amount of care that goes into their visual design and aesthetic feel, with multiple teams collaborating towards one goal. These people should be the ones who get to decide how their character gets promoted. They decide when the product is finished and ready for the public, after implementing feedback from their previous rounds of testing. Not some leaker or leaker adjacent looking to farm clout and engagement. When somebody leaks or actively disseminates leaks
100%.
across content platforms, you have to think about what their motives are. These people know they're taking hype away from the actual release. They know they're doing a disservice to a character's first impressions. They know they're actively...
In some ways, there are some times where leaks have heavily benefited a character's marketing, but I would say it's the exception, not the rule. I think if it were all to be revealed at the same time, it'd be way hyper. Just like when there's like, this new game is going to be leaked, and then you're really fucking excited, then you get to see it be announced on Nintendo Direct. It's fucking awesome. Like when the Smash characters would get leaked early on who they're going to announce. Like when I saw they were announcing Banjo-Kazooie, I about came. And then it did hit less for the actual Nintendo Direct announcement, but it did get me really excited in the moment, but maybe I would have been more excited if I saw it on the live stream. It's hard to say.
Hurting or minimizing the months of work these developers have put in. When people make this type of content, especially on YouTube, their goal isn't to give you an informed overview on a pre-release character before you pull. These kits and mechanics change far too much across any data for any of the speculation to be helpful. These people are just trying to get clicks, views, and money by either breaking the law or distributing the products of broken laws. These are people that are looking to get ahead in the game by operating with complete dishonesty and disregard for the developers making their game. It's nothing short of incredibly selfish, especially when some of these quote-unquote CCs operate with the knowledge that other creators, you know, the ones with morals, are actively avoiding this type of content altogether. Having all of this content...
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Like, if a content creator on Twitch just so happens to stumble upon a link, click it, and be too entertained to click off, I get it. It's like 2 to 3 minutes of content. Who cares? If someone is going on YouTube, making video after video off of preconceived leaks, going on Twitter, posting the leaks, going on stream, reacting to the leaks for hours, and theory crafting the best kits, it's just like, bro, come on. Like, just admit you have no idea how to be a good content creator and that you're a piece of shit. It's that straightforward.
Content heavily promoted by the YouTube algorithm disrupts views for Kuro games, content creators who are playing by the rules, and perhaps most importantly of all, the creator programs sponsored by Kuro themselves. If you're somebody who wants more creative woo-wah content, things like story overviews, lore breakdowns, or other unique ideas, that type of content is getting pushed down by leaks. Those creators aren't able to get the views or engagement to succeed in these programs because there's so many leaks clogging the algorithm. And when creators don't get results, they stop making content. These leaks do a lot more damage to the game's ecosystem than you think. Kuro's doing a massive service for more than just themselves by taking this stance against leaks. They're helping the entire community, and we can only hope that the community responds in kind. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Peace out.
Yeah, I'll be real, man. Just ban them. Then sue them and then send them to jail. It's that easy. Ban them, sue them, send them to jail. The leakers responded. A well-known Hoyo and Woo-Wah leaker Meryl thoughts on Kuro's recent tweet about taking action on leakers. Here we go again. A new copy page from Kuro Games. Instead of removing story-related content from the beta, they read a new wall of text about how they're fighting leaks in an uneven battle. They have plenty of options out the leaks, but they choose one that won't do anything. This is already the second wall of text from them about how they're dealing with leaks. They haven't taken any real action. Why can't they take a page from Genshin? In Genshin, all story-related content was removed from the beta. Of course, some crumbs of information remain, but you can't piece together a full picture from that. Instead, Kuro Games puts all quests, all cutscenes, and everything into the beta where they aren't needed. Oh, yeah, bro. Well, maybe it's because they want to make the story better and they would like feedback on the story. Hence, in case in point, that's why Genshin's story sucks fucking balls and Wuthering Waves is actually enjoyable. Retard. Jesus, so fucking stupid. How about you just stop being a shitbag and stop posting it? It's a lot easier. Anyways, Kuro, just sue him, nuke him, get him off the planet, get him out. Hey, send the Tectone missile, get him out.